Today, we delve into a shocking incident that has grabbed headlines recently. The murder case involving the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, Brian Thompson. Welcome back to Dark Case Stories, your destination for chilling true crime stories that delve into the darkest corners of human nature. From unsolved mysteries to notorious serial killers, we uncover real-life cases that shock, terrify, and leave you questioning everything. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss any of our gripping stories. Let's dive in. On December 4th, tragedy struck in Manhattan when Luigi Mangione was accused of killing Thompson in a seemingly brazen act of violence. This case has raised numerous questions regarding not just the crime itself, but also the extensive legal processes that will follow. In the aftermath of this harrowing event, Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg made a statement filled with resolute confidence. He assured the public that Mangione, now charged with second-degree murder, would soon be extradited to New York to face justice. Bragg emphasized the determination of his office to hold Mangione accountable, stating, "We will get the defendant here and bring him to justice through our court proceeding." But the implications of this case may be far broader. In an insightful follow-up, Bragg hinted at the possibility of further charges, saying, "As we learn more about motives and other things like that, there may be additional charges." This suggests that as the investigation develops, more information could come to light, potentially leading to a more complex legal scenario for Mangione. In addition to the murder charge, Mangione is also facing serious allegations of possessing a forged instrument and several counts of weapon possession. This certainly compounds the legal challenges he will face. Bragg stated, "We intend to learn more, and we have a lot of things to do," highlighting the ongoing efforts of law enforcement and the legal team as they piece together this intricate puzzle. As we continue to follow this unfolding story, the focus remains on accountability and justice for Brian Thompson and his family. With the Manhattan DA's proactive approach, we may see significant developments in this case in the coming days. If you've made it this far, we kindly ask you to smash that like button and help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Your support means the world to us, and we're truly grateful for it. Thank you so much. Brian Thompson was the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, a division of UnitedHealth Group, one of the largest healthcare and insurance companies in the US. He assumed the role in April 2021 and had been with the company since 2004, holding various leadership roles. Thompson graduated from the University of Iowa with a degree in business administration and accounting, and lived in Minnesota, close to UnitedHealthcare's headquarters in Minnetonka. What do you think is the motive of his death? Stay tuned as we keep you updated on this case and its implications. As authorities prepare for the next steps, the case against Luigi Mangione continues to intensify. Mangione, currently facing extradition to New York, is set to encounter a formidable team of Manhattan's top homicide prosecutors. District Attorney Alvin Bragg emphasized the shocking nature of this crime, stating, "It is extraordinarily scary." This sentiment resonates strongly within the community, reflecting the serious impact of violent crime on public safety. Many residents of New York and those who commute to the city daily are understandably alarmed by the recent events. Indeed, Bragg's concerns align with growing public anxiety. Just days after the tragic shooting that claimed the life of healthcare executive Brian Thompson, the New York Police Department uncovered forensic evidence linking Mangione to the crime. According to Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch, fingerprints recovered from the crime scene have been positively matched to Mangione. Additionally, the shell casings found at the scene correspond to a 3D printed handgun registered to him. This revelation marks a pivotal moment in the investigation, showcasing the DA's commitment to tackling the rising issue of so-called ghost guns. These untraceable firearms have become increasingly prevalent, particularly among younger individuals. Bragg noted the concerning trend, saying, "It's something we're seeing more and more in use." As for the decision to charge Mangione with second-degree murder, this was a deliberate move by prosecutors. In an interview with ABC News, Bragg explained that they wanted to act quickly, and given the circumstances, second-degree murder was the most appropriate charge at this stage. An emergency surgery for the man's neck on his left side of his face was the best choice. Stay tuned as we track developments in this case, illustrating its significance, not just for those directly involved, but for the community as a whole. Each revelation adds to the narrative and helps shape the conversation around crime and safety in our cities. This case serves as a harsh reminder of the human cost behind statistics and headlines. It's a developing story that we'll bring to you as it unfolds, emphasizing the urgent need for discussions on gun control and public safety measures in today's world. So, subscribe and stay informed as we follow this arresting story, ensuring you get the latest updates on the legal process and the ongoing discussions surrounding this tragic event. As this case unfolds, it brings to light not only the legal ramifications, but also the societal implications of violence. The concept of murder, especially in the context of high-profile individuals, raises profound questions about morality and justice. District Attorney Bragg emphasizes the severe consequences established by law. He defines murder in the second degree as intentionally taking a life, with penalties ranging from 25 years to life in prison. On the other hand, first-degree murder involves more heinous factors, including serial killings or the murder of law enforcement officials. Luigi Mangione has become a social media folk hero, primarily due to the public's frustration with systemic inequities, particularly in the healthcare industry. Social media users have reimagined him as a symbol of rebellion against perceived injustices, despite the seriousness of his alleged crime, shooting UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Here's why he has been elevated in this way. Anti-hero phenomenon. Social media often glorifies anti-heroes, figures who commit morally questionable actions but resonate with broader public frustrations. Memes comparing Mangione to Tony Soprano, a fictional mob boss who was both flawed and captivating, align with this trend. Healthcare system frustration. Mangione's actions appear to have tapped into widespread anger over the healthcare system, especially issues like denied claims and skyrocketing medical costs. Viral memes use phrases like "sympathy is a pre-existing condition" to highlight this sentiment, framing the shooting as a symbolic act of justice. Historical precedent. This isn't new. Historical criminals like Bonnie and Clyde were also romanticized when they appeared to challenge a system seen as favoring the wealthy. Social media has simply amplified this pattern, creating digital folk heroes in real time. Echo chambers and algorithms. Social media platforms fuel engagement by showing users content that aligns with their views, reinforcing perceptions of Mangione as a hero. Memes and viral posts spread rapidly within these echo chambers. Perpetrators of the memes are apt to lurk on the meme sites of the internet. Symbolic digital uprising. To many users, Mangione represents defiance against billionaires and corporations, a reflection of class struggles and wealth inequality. The sensational nature of the story, "if it bleeds, it leads," has also driven its popularity. Ms. Bionni's got some stuff to say. While Mangione has gained sympathy online, critics argue that violence cannot and should not be justified, no matter the frustrations with the system. Experts note that the phenomenon underscores both the power of social media to amplify narratives and the risks of oversimplifying complex issues. Bragg's involvement in this case is not just a legal matter, it's also a public relations challenge. He finds himself navigating through a storm of scrutiny, having previously gained attention for significant cases like the prosecution of former President Trump. Now, with the case of Marine veteran Daniel Penny and the murder of CEO Thompson, Bragg's office is positioned at the intersection of law and public sentiment. In the Mangione case in particular has sparked a surprising wave of support for the accused, complicating the narrative surrounding justice and accountability. In his statement, Bragg reflects on the human aspect of his work, highlighting his deep ties to families affected by violent crime. "I have spent time with family members who have suffered from tragic losses," he explains, underscoring the emotional toll that these crimes take on victims and their loved ones. His commitment to justice is evident as he expresses his bewilderment over public celebrations of violence. "To think that there are others celebrating this conduct is beyond comprehension," he stated, summing up the disconnect between public reactions and the tragic reality of murder. The aftermath of Thompson's murder has ignited a firestorm of outrage directed at the health insurance sector. Many people have taken to social media to express their anger, with some inexplicably celebrating the accused, Mangione. This has left officials like Bragg grappling with not only the criminal aspects of the case, but also the societal factors that might lead individuals to condone such actions.
My UnitedHealthcare story is that when my son needed a special type of bed to sleep in because of his disability, we applied through our insurance to get that bed. And they denied us that because he didn't have a disability. Mind you, the only reason why he has y'all as his insurance is because he was diagnosed with a disability. Now, luckily, we were able to file an appeal and did get it. And I'm not saying that to rub it in the face of people who I'm sure have had it worse. I'm doing that and inviting you to tell me how yours is worse in the comments so like people can understand. You can use your empathy to feel sorry for him all you want. But what you're not going to do is look at me and my empathy for the pain that this man's company caused and say that I'm what's wrong with society.
Just start off this video by saying I do not condone violence by any means, but let's talk about what happened today with the UnitedHealthcare CEO. Assuming this guy has a family, no one deserves this. But as a mom who was 9 months pregnant, sitting in the emergency room with my 1-year-old baby, being told she had a giant brain tumor that was causing her brain to essentially swell out of her head. She sat in the hospital for 3 days. She needed to be transferred to New York City so she could have emergency brain surgery. And instead, we sat in the hospital for 3 days because UnitedHealthcare refused to approve the transfer via ambulance from the hospital where we live to another state. And at that point, I was ready to just get in my car and take her there myself, but United told us if we left the hospital by our own will and it wasn't via ambulance, they were not going to cover her at the next hospital we went to. And I vividly remember being on the phone with UnitedHealthcare for days and days, 9 months pregnant, about to give birth alone while my other baby was sitting in a hospital room. And again, this isn't to condone violence whatsoever. All I'm saying is that I do not doubt for a second what the motive of that suspect.
What do you think was Luigi Mangione's motive for killing the CEO of UnitedHealthcare? Please share your thoughts in the comments, but Bragg's condemnation of this attitude is emphatic. "Celebrating murder is abhorrent," he reiterated. The district attorney strives to maintain focus on the victims, often reminding the public that just on the other side of the legal proceedings are families torn apart by violence. "I sit across the table from families who've had a loved one killed, and to think of people celebrating that is beyond comprehension to me," he said, reinforcing the need for empathy and respect towards those who have suffered. As this case progresses, Bragg urges the public to reconsider their stance. What I would say to members of the public who may be celebrating this and contemplating other actions is, we will be vigilant and hold people accountable. His message is clear. While public discourse can be charged, it is crucial to approach sensitive matters with care and understanding. Join us as we continue to cover this evolving story, ensuring that you are informed about every twist and turn in this case. Stay tuned as we navigate through the discussions and the ongoing legal processes involved, shining a light on the complexities of justice in contemporary society. The investigation into Luigi Mangione has taken a new turn. According to the NYPD, the ghost gun found in his possession has been linked to 3 shell casings discovered at the murder scene, increasing the weight of evidence against him. In a further blow to Mangione, fingerprints collected from a water bottle and a Kind bar found nearby have also matched his identity. These developments come after he was captured in Altoona, Pennsylvania, following nearly a week on the run. In addition to local charges, he faces allegations of possessing an untraceable ghost gun. As the story unfolds, we'll continue to provide updates on the legal battles and the implications surrounding this high-profile case. Make sure to stay with us as we bring you the latest developments. Thank you for joining as we explore the complexities of this developing case. The search for justice and the truth continues to be at the forefront as fresh information becomes available and court actions develop. Remember to subscribe, like, and share to keep up with this and other interesting articles. Let's work together to discover the truth and investigate the event's wider ramifications. Thank you for watching, and check back soon for more updates.